Welcome for another edition of NC Sports Weekly News. World feats and top events. Single-handed guru Fiji Joyon on IDEC shatters the Atlantic crossing speed sailing record. Derby in La Baule for the Ageless Dragon. Offshore sailing report, the Figaro at the final challenge. Australian surfers win the Junior World Championship in Nicaragua, but Hawaii dominates individual categories. Perfect 20 in Fiji. Kelly the Devil Slater makes history again. Plunge into the action with NC Sports. The legendary Atlantic record has just been shattered in the multis by pro solo sailor Fiji Joyon on Maxi Trimaran IDEC, stopping the clock at 5 days, 2 hours and 56 minutes, and keeping an astonishing average of 23.3 knots. The Frenchman, routed on land by Yves Bernot, masterfully negotiated the course by staying to the southeast of a series of mid-ocean low-pressure systems, which rocketed the nearly 30-meter multi-hull northeast and towards this historic feat. Besting Thomas Coville's 2008 time on Saut de Beau by 16.5 hours, this is a phenomenal achievement for Joyon, also winner back in 2005 on these nearly 2,900 miles which separate New York from Cape Lizard in the UK. On the offshore multi-hull circuit since 1988, this 57-year-old hero of the seas has turned bagging records into a career. He's already the fastest single-handed sailor on the 24-hour mark, with nearly 667 nautical miles achieved in 2012. And since 2008, he is also the current round-the-world record holder in just over 57 days, always on his faithful trimaran, IDEC. With 2 first places and 4 valuable podium placements in 10 regattas, the UK's Martin Payne on Finito wins the 13th International Dragon Derby in La Baule, followed by countryman and last year's winner Paul Hodge-Jensen on Danish Blue. Goos de Groot of Holland completed the front pack with his Fury in 3rd place. Over 50 dragons met up for the 4-day series at this year's Derby hosted by the prestigious yacht club La Baule, a cradle of French sailing tradition and a long-standing Nautical Channel media partner.
Derby Dragon, 46 bateaux départ.
46 boats on the start, 17 foreigners and 33 French. Practically the biggest event for French boats. And many foreigners have come from very far away.
Des étrangers, dont certains qui sont venus très loin.
And what I like about La Baule is that it gives the Dragon the chance to show off, because the Dragon goes best in flat water, and it's like La Baule was designed for the Dragon as a place to sail.
A classic racer of the last century, the 9-meter Dragon keelboat was designed in 1929 by Norwegian Johan Anker and enjoyed Olympic-class status from 1948 to the 72 Munich Games. Today, with over 1,400 vessels registered, the class still draws many of the world's top sailors. After 3 legs completed and with the fleet now on its way to the final port of Dieppe in Normandy, there has been a major reshuffle at the top of La Solitaire du Figaro 2013. Thanks to his 2nd place finish in Leg 1 and with 2 more solid top 10 placements, Frédéric Dutil on Sepalumic is now the overall leader, closely followed by Leg 3 winner Morgan Lagravière on Vendée, just 22 minutes away on the scoreboard. Winner of the first Bordeaux-Porto stretch, the favorite Yann Elié is now down to 3rd place overall. Defending his 2012 Figaro title, Yann kept the pace by closing in 5th on Leg 2 to Spain, won by Vendée Globe runner-up Armel Lecléache on Banque Populaire. But a broken forestay on his way to Roscoff relegated Groupe Keguiné Leucémie Espoir to 21st place. Paying a hefty 2-hour delay, Elie is now 29 minutes behind the leader. It's an open game, so stay tuned for the final Leg 4 results and all the highlights from this nail-biting Figaro 2013 in our next edition of NC Sports Weekly News. Final results are in as 300 of the world's best young surfers fought it out at the ISA Junior World Championship in a week-long competition on the pumping waves of Playa Jiquiliste. The champions of tomorrow are here today. A true international festival of surf, the annual event included both team and individual world titles for boys and girls in the under 18 and under 16 categories. Building on a strong team performance, Australia carved the best overall scores to clinch gold here in Nicaragua and is the new World Junior Champion for 2013. Young Hawaiian surfers also branded their strong tradition, taking the team silver and most of the wins in the under 18s category with Josh Moniz and Tatiana Weston-Webb, as well as in the girls under 16 with Maina Maeda, while Aussie Jacob Wilcox captured first place for the under 16 boys. Third place honors and the bronze went to the USA at these Junior Worlds with a very close French team settling for the copper medal in fourth. Get inside and up close with the upcoming NC Sports Buzz.
Look at Kelly on the inside.
Speak of the devil. Kelly Slater on a screamer this inside section, draining across the reef. He's gonna...
Kelly Slater once again makes surfing history at the Volcom Fiji Pro by hooking up 2 consecutive mega inside barrels and pulling away with perfect scores in quarterfinal action against Sebastian Zietz.
The waves are the stars today, that's for sure. I mean, it's just, when they come, they're unbelievable. The second or third wave in the set, just crazy. I missed one in that heat also. I was a little deep on. That was insane.
While he's carved many a single 10 in his long career, this feat is just another reminder that Devil Kelly is still boss. A perfect 20 has only happened 5 times in the history of the ASP World Championship Tour, twice now thanks to Slater.
My second one, Seabass maybe could have got it. He was like kicking himself when I paddled back out. He's like screaming, "I can't believe I didn't go!" But it's kind of, it wasn't barreling between him and I. It was kind of crumbling, and then it just hit that inside part and ran. And that thing reminded me of the one I had yesterday I didn't come out of. And I was like, all right, don't make the same mistake. It spit, and I couldn't see it. I'm like, okay, get going forward. Don't get greedy in this thing. And that just let me out. So.
Form was impeccable with a strong 18.17 to defeat John Florence in the semis and another huge 19.80 in the 2-heat final against Mick Fanning. Slater is now the new king of Taranua and, for the moment, of the world. Built on the spectacular 2-meter Pacific Ocean break at the restaurants and cloud break beaches, this Fiji win signals a strong comeback for the 11-time world champion, now leaping from 4th to 1st place on the WCT overall rankings. Posting high scores of his own, Mick Fanning's determined runner-up finish also propels the Australian to number 2. On the comeback from his early injury at the Gold Coast, John Florence defeated a still consistent Jordy Smith in the quarters before falling to Slater in the semis. The Hawaiian shared 3rd place overall with American CJ Hopgood here at the Volcom Fiji Pro, who in turn set back Australian Josh Kerr in his quarterfinal, but then lost the semi-match to Mick Fanning. Don't miss the full take on Kelly Slater's historic achievement in Taranua and the first NC Sports mid-season recap from the men's WCT on next week's edition of Top Story. NC Sports, plunge into the action.